But thanks for being here. And I hope it's been a good morning so far. Head to toe, we will focus, yes, lower back, hips, neck, and shoulders, those usual suspects, and hopefully you get feeling fantastic by the end of the hour. Rolling those shoulders back and let those shoulders slide down and away. We're in a seated position that just feels good to you, whatever that might look like. You can sit up on a block or a bolster if you want, another shoulder roll, and let those shoulders slide down and away. Close your eyes for a second. Rest your hands on your knees, maybe turn your palms to the sky, drape the wrists over the knees. Index finger, maybe bring them together and touch. If that's not comfortable for you, just whatever feels good. And with that spine nice and tall, we take in big, deep cleansing breaths. You can make them audible if you want to. You can let go of some sighs. Whatever you need to do to kind of get away and clear away any of that negative energy that we might be holding. We're going to clear the way for some joy, for some happiness. Allowing the mind and the body to focus, to be present within the four corners of your mat. We'll work our balance, we'll work our flexibility, we'll work our mobility. And we're going to do all of this without any judgment, without any criticism, with a sense of humor and a sense of playfulness. If ever you find yourself coming to the negative side, I want you to back off a little bit, find your breath again, put a smile back on your face, and re-enter. Taking time for a drink of water anytime you need, or a break whenever you wish. Let's keep those eyes closed and just slowly walk the hands forward. Releasing the weight of the upper body down, supporting with those hands as much as you need to, as little as you have to. And just let yourself surrender down. Tummy, chest, just nestled into your lap. Big, full, deep breaths. Being mindful of those knees. Lifting just slightly, walk your hands forward. Outstretching those arms is going to deepen that stretch. It's also going to get into the ribs and the shoulders a little bit, and then relax the weight of your head down. A little press of your tailbone towards the mat. We lift just slightly and walk the hands to the right, reaching through the left fingertips as far as you're able. Keep that left sit bone down towards your mat and let your head be heavy. Left arm circles up and over, opening the tummy and chest, reaching out to the side. You can stay up on your hand or you come down onto your forearm. A little roll of that left shoulder back and look up. If that doesn't feel good on your neck, straight ahead, or you can even look down towards the mat. As you exhale, release your tummy and chest down towards your thigh. Reach out through those left fingertips. Let your head be heavy. We lift just slightly and walk those hands back through center. Fingertips are going to reach out just as far as you can reach and relax the weight of the upper body down. Lifting slightly, walk your hands over to the left, reaching through your right fingertips just as far as you can reach. Just being kind, being gentle. Focusing on that breath. We circle that right arm up and over. Opening the tummy and chest. Again, you can be up on your hand or you're welcome to come down onto your forearm. If the body's not ready, don't force it to be. Rolling that right shoulder back. And again, you can look up. You can look straight ahead or you can look down. Stretching through the hip, the lower back, the ribs, the shoulder, and gently release the tummy and chest back down towards that thigh. Let your head be heavy. We walk it back through center. Fingertips are going to reach out just a little bit further. And hopefully you notice a little more improvement in your range of motion. A little less intensive stretch in the hips, the lower back, the groin. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of the arms up and overhead. Reach it high. And as you exhale, pull those elbows back and down. Open the chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades, looking up if that feels okay. Inhale, reach it up. And gently float those hands down to the front of the shins, just below your knees. Take a big breath in. Press the chest forward. Arch your back. Lift your gaze. And exhale. Hollow your tummy and chest. Press your spine towards the back. Tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze. Seated cat and cow. And exhale, hollow. Let's do one more each way. Again, just focusing on your breath. Using those big inhales and those big exhales. Reaching the top of the pose. At the top of the breath, inhale it back up nice and tall. Let's sweep that left foot off to the side. Right hand out to the side. Left arm reaching up. And as you exhale, hollow your tummy and chest. Reach that left hand through. So as we're rolling back, there's a hollowness through the tummy and chest, allowing a deeper rotation in that thoracic spine. And then roll it open and extend that left arm back. Oh, follow with your gaze if that feels okay. Inhale, reach it up. Hollow your tummy and chest. Reach it through like you're threading the needle. And then roll it open, reach it high, and allow that left arm to open to the back, turning your chest towards the ceiling. One more time, reach it up. Exhale, hollow your tummy and chest, reach it through. Roll it open, and allow that left arm to open behind. Inhale, reach it up. And gently let your hand float down to that left ankle. Right arm reaches up and over. And just let that right arm float back. And let's switch so the feet come to the other side. Left hand off to the side, right arm reaches up. High as you can reach. And as you exhale, hollow that tummy and chest like somebody just punched you right in the belly. And then roll it back and through, reach it. Oh, that feels good. Inhale, reach it up. Sometimes we can get a little self-adjustment in the back. A little pop, a little crack. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, hollow your tummy and chest, reach it through just as far as you can reach. Roll it open and allow that right arm to open back. Follow with your gaze if that feels okay. Let's do one more. Reach it up and exhale, hollow the tummy and chest, reach it back and through. Roll it open and allow that right arm to open back. Inhale it up nice and tall and release that right hand down. Left arm reaches up and over. Just leaning in, bending that right elbow as much as you like, and just feel that nice stretch through that left side. And inhale it back up, releasing the hand. Let's kick those feet out in front of us. Feet are wide, hands are behind you, and we're just going to rock the knees side to side. Doesn't matter which way you start. Keeping that chest tall and lifted, keeping the core strong. Doesn't have to be super fast. We're just sliding those knees side to side, allowing the pelvis to shift. So just a little rotation through the head of the femur in that hip joint. One more time. And we shift those hands, coming up onto all fours to tabletop. Hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width, core is nice and strong. We're going to inhale and extend left arm and right leg, lengthening and reaching, lifting out of that right shoulder. Add a flex of that right foot. We're going to lower the toes and lower the fingertips and tap and lift. So we're going to do our very best to keep the arch out of our back, to come back to that horizontal line as we lower and tap and lift. One more time. Release that left hand. Cross that right leg up and over the left. Toes just nestled against the floor, and turn and look out over your left shoulder. We bring our gaze back between the hands. We lift that right leg back to center and draw it in. Center your weight, core strong, and now extend right arm and left leg. Lengthen and reach. Lift out of that left shoulder. Solid, nice long horizontal line from fingertips to toes. Now flex that left foot, press through your heel. Keep that core strong as you inhale, tap it, and exhale, lift. Back to that horizontal line. Tap it and lift. And again, we're working to keep the back from arching. We're working to keep the pelvis square. Feeling that belly button drawn in and up and lifting out of that left shoulder. 2 more. Last one. And we're going to release that right hand down, cross that left leg up and over the right, nestle the toes against the floor, and turn and look out over your right shoulder. So a little stretch for the toes, the arch of the foot, the calf, a little stretch for the hips, through the ribs. Just feels so good. Inhale, gazing back to center, lifting that left leg back to center, and pull it in. Press your sit bones back towards your heels. Walk your hands towards the top of the mat and just relax the weight of the upper body. If you need to open up those knees a little bit, creating space for your tummy and chest, or if the hips just feel better with the knees apart, that's a great option. What if the shoulders don't feel great with those arms extended? You can pull them back and bend the elbows. You can stack your hands for the forehead to rest against. Pick a place for those arms that there's no pain. There's a nice little stretch, but no discomfort beyond a nice little stretch. No reason to be pushing too far. Never any reason to be experiencing any pain, no matter what pose we're in. Let's extend those arms out nice and long. Hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. We lift the forehead, tuck the toes. Press and lift your hips to the sky. Down dog. Have we made friends with down dog yet? That's always a good question. If you haven't made friends yet, it's okay. It will come. One of the best things you can do to make friends is to make sure that you're not flexing your wrists too much and putting too much pressure on the wrists and the shoulders. We can make that a little bit softer by bending the knees, pressing through the palms of the hands, and guiding your weight back towards your feet so that you get that nice long line from fingertips to sit bones. And then as you begin to add flexibility and gain flexibility in the hamstrings and calves, those heels are start to sink. But really get that bend out of the wrists. That'll make your down dog a whole lot happier. Inhale it to high plank. And exhale it to down dog. Take a second to find your down dog. Inhaling it to high plank. In a perfect world, we should be able to move from our high plank to our down dog without shifting our hands or our feet. It's not a perfect world, so do your best. And just notice how much shift, how much change you need to make. Let's meet back in our down dog. And just gently sway your hips side to side. Again, working to release any tension in that lower back, to gain flexibility in the spine. We come back to center. Take the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in. Upper body is just heavy. A soft bend in your knees. A good stretch down the backs of the legs. No pressure behind the knees. If you're feeling pressure, bend the knees a little bit more. Bring the hands to the elbows or the forearms and hold on. And then shift some weight forward into your toes. Notice if you start to shift your weight to one side or the other. Try and keep it as evenly distributed as possible. And then shift your weight back towards your heels. Maybe lift your toes, activating the muscles through the tops of the feet and stretching through the soles of the foot. And then gently center your weight, relax your arms, and slowly let's roll it up. At the top, give those shoulders a good roll up and back, and let your shoulders slide down and away. Do that again, big shoulder roll. Take it up and back, and let those shoulders slide down and away. Isolate that right arm. Let's circle that right arm forward, up, back, and all the way down. Now I want you to focus on keeping your shoulders facing front, chest open front, and let's do one more circle, forward and back. And then we're going to reverse that right arm, take it back, and up and over. And all the way back down by your side. One more time with that right arm, take it back, and up and over, and gently release it down. We circle that left arm forward. up and back, keeping the shoulders and the chest facing front. Again, one more time, forward, up and back, and down by your side. And let's reverse that. Take it back, just that left arm, up and over, and down by your side. Take it back, up and over, and down by your side. Now we work both arms. Let's take it forward. Reach it, up and back, and all the way down. Take your time. Don't make this super fast. One more time. We take it forward, up and back, and down by your sides. Now we reverse that rotation. Is it more challenging with both arms? Do you feel like you have the same range? One more time. Big circle to the back, up and over, and we pull those hands to heart center. Find a focal point out in front of you. Feel the soles of your feet against the mat. Feel the length of your spine. Finding that focal point, holding on to it, shifting your weight to your left foot. Right big toe is going to barely touch, and we're going to roll that right knee open. Tree pose, core is strong. If it feels good to you, slide that right foot up along the inside of your leg, above or below your knee. Interlacing your fingers, pressing your palms out and up, softening your shoulders. Breathe. Solid, strong. Slowly lower those arms down to shoulder height. Soft through those shoulders. We pull the hands into heart center. Draw that right knee forward. Release your foot and take a giant step back to your crescent lunge. If you'd like to bring that back knee to the mat, you certainly can. Take a moment, find that crescent lunge. Inhale, reach it high. Interlace your fingers, bring your hands behind your head, elbows go wide. Inhale, straighten that left leg a little and sink. Again, straighten and sink. Let's do that one more time. We straighten and we sink. Core strong. Shift your weight forward. Keep those hands behind your head if you can, and step it forward. Stand tall. Feet are side by side, and as you exhale, hinge it forward. Stopping wherever you need to stop, keeping those elbows pulled back, activating the muscles in that upper back, middle back. Beautiful stretch down the backs of the legs. Engaging those glutes and those hamstrings, we rise, keeping that core nice and strong. As you exhale, arch it back. Let those elbows be heavy. Just look up. Breathe. Hands are supporting the weight of the head. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Let's do that one more time. Pull those shoulders back. Draw those elbows back. Hinge it forward. Coming over to about 90 degrees. You can stop before 90. Just keep those elbows back. Feel that strength in that upper back. And we rise. Once again, arch it back. Let your head be heavy into those hands. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Extend those arms, reach it high. Pull the hands to heart center. Find a focal point out in front of you. Separate your feet just a little bit and shift your weight to that right foot. Left big toe just barely touches, and roll that left knee open to tree. And you can stay right here in your tree or begin to slide that left foot up, above or below the knee. Breathe. Chest is tall. Core strong, solid through the sole of your foot. How's your breath? Interlacing your fingers, pressing your palms out and up. Soften your shoulders. Tree pose, an amazing balancing pose to help us feel grounded and centered. So just make sure that you're not going too hard with this pose. Let yourself find success. Feel the sole of your foot rooted into the earth. Your focal point, your drishti, just a little out of focus. Mind is quiet. Slowly lowering those arms down to shoulder height. Breathe. Feeling that space between those shoulder blades as you press those palms out. We pull those hands to heart center. Drawing that left knee forward, release your foot, take a giant step back. Take your time. Come to your crescent lunge. And if you'd like to bring that left knee down, you're absolutely welcome to. Inhale, reach those arms to the sky. Interlace your fingers, pull the hands behind your head. Elbows go wide. As you draw those shoulders back, we feel an openness in the chest. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Again, inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. Let's do that one more time. Strengthening those legs. Getting a nice stretch down the hip flexor. Breathe. A little shift of your weight forward. Step that left foot in right next to your right foot. Elbows stay back. Core strong. We have 2 hinge forwards. Our good mornings. Feeling that stretch in the hamstrings and the glutes. Feeling that strength in that upper back. Core strong. We rise. And as you exhale, arch it back a little or a lot. You don't have to. If arching doesn't feel great today, that extension in the spine, don't have to do it. Inhale it up nice and tall. And again, one more time, we hinge it forward. Breathe. And inhale, we rise. Exhale, arch it back or stay tall. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Extend those arms. Keep those feet side by side. Interlace your fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Take a big breath in and reach. And as you exhale, lean to the right. Hips to the left, and we're going to use that right hand to pull that left arm. If it feels good to you, look up along the inside of that left arm. Inhaling it up tall, gazing forward. And exhale, lean to the left. Use that left hand to pull that right arm. Hips are pressing out to the right. And we turn and take our gaze up. Breathe. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Release your hands and let those arms just float down by your sides. Give them a little shake. Separate those feet to hip width apart. Standing nice and tall. Close your eyes for a moment and feel the soles of your feet against the earth. And that strength throughout the feet, into the ankles, up the shins, the calves, and into the knees. Up through the upper portion of your leg, into the pelvis, those glutes, your core. That slow, steady, rhythmic breath, the length of your spine, all the way up through the neck, to the crown of the head. Roll those shoulders up and back and let your shoulders slide down and away. As you exhale, let your chin gently fall down towards your chest. And we roll the head to the left ear over the left shoulder. Give that left arm a little shake. And then reach your right fingertips down towards the ground. Now flex your wrist. Lift those fingertips straight out to the side. Press the palm of your hand, the heel of your hand, down towards the floor. And then gently relax your hand. Release your chin down towards your chest. Roll those shoulders up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. And then we roll the head to the left. Lift ear over the left shoulder. Go ahead and give that left shoulder a little wiggle, that arm a little shake. And then reach those right or left fingertips down towards the ground. Keep reaching those left fingertips. Keep that length in the arm. And then we're going to slowly flex the wrist, lifting those fingertips just straight out to the side, pressing the heel of the hand down towards the mat. Feeling that stretch all the way down that side of the neck. And then let that hand just softly go back to fingertips pointing towards the ground and rolling your chin back down towards your chest. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders up and back. We stand tall, palms open to the front. Whole body's engaged in mountain. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. Holding the down dog. Again, making friends. If you're feeling it, wag your tail. Just let those hips glide side to side. Let your head be heavy. Just checking in. Coming back to center. Shift your weight to your left foot. Right toes reach high. Exhale and sweep that right foot through between your hands. Back heel to about a 45-degree angle. And we rise, coming up to our warrior one. Pelvis is facing front, chest and tummy to the front. Arms are either overhead or at heart center. As you press that back heel into the mat, that back foot at about a 45-degree angle, a really nice stretch in the calf. In the ankle, inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And exhale, sink. Open those arms out to a T. Find a focal point out in front of you. Shift your weight forward, up onto the ball of the back foot. And as you're ready, up onto that right leg. Add a flex of your left foot, and let's slowly roll it open. Just turn in the tummy and chest, the pelvis open to the side. Arms remain extended out to a T. Gazing down to find that focal point, that drishti. Pressing through that left heel. Breathe. Bending that right knee. Giant step back to your warrior two. Pelvis is open to the side, tummy and chest to the side, arms extended out to a T. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Rotate your palms to the ceiling. Circle that left arm up and over. Tap your fingertips to the palm of the hand and take it up and back to warrior two. Right palm stays up. We circle that left arm up and over. Tap it and take it back. Left palm facing the ground. One more time. Take it up and over. And up and back. This time, let that left arm come to that back leg. Sweep it up and back. Reverse warrior. Lengthening and reaching through those right fingertips. Let's turn and take our gaze towards our back heel and a little tuck of your chin towards your collarbone. That should take away any tension in that neck. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Reach as far back as you can with those right fingertips. Reverse triangle. Core strong, we rise. Arms open out to a T, and we windmill that left arm up and over, placing that left hand to the inside of your right foot. If you need to adjust your feet, do. Rotate and reach. Right arm high. Really working to open that chest, to lengthen that spine, to reach as high as you can reach. Rotating that right palm towards the front, reach it up and over, arm right along the side of your face. You can close your eyes if you like. How far can you reach? Gently release that right hand down to the outside of your foot. Front knee bends, back heel comes off the mat to a runner's lunge. Breathe. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, lift your hips, straighten that front leg. Lift those right toes, press that back heel down towards the mat, nose towards your knee. Inhale back to that runner's lunge. And exhale, lift your hips, straighten that front leg. Front toes lift, back heel down, nose towards your knee. And inhale it back to that runner's lunge. Let's take both hands to the inside of your foot. Bring that back knee to the mat. Untuck your toes. Breathe. Coming down onto your left forearm if that feels okay. Right forearm if that feels okay. And let your head be heavy. Now we can stay on the sole of the foot, or we can roll to the outer edge of that right foot and allow that right knee to open out to the side for a deeper hip stretch. And slowly pull that right knee back in. Come back up to the palms of the hands. One hand on either side of your foot and slowly press your hips back. Lifting those right toes, squaring the pelvis, and drawing your nose towards your knee. Now that bottom can kind of stay floating up, or you can slide it all the way back and rest your bottom to your heel. Arms extended out long. Listen to your body. Be nice. Core strong, shift your weight forward once again. We're going to bend that right knee, tuck the back toes, press and lift your left leg high. Hands are just on either side of the foot or slightly in front. And we're going to go ahead and open up that pelvis and lift that left leg just as high as we can. As you inhale, bend that right knee, bend the left knee, bring that left ankle just behind the right. And then slowly begin to extend and press it back up to your needle pose. Inhale, draw it in, coming into a tight little tuck. Strengthening that right leg. And once again, extend and reach those left toes to the sky. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, bend, tight little tuck. And exhale, press it up. We have 1 more. Bend, tight little tuck, core strong. And extend. And gently let that left leg float back down towards the floor to forward fold. Ever so slowly, ragdoll your way up. All the way back up to standing tall. A good shoulder roll. And shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank, toes or knees, crocodile. Press it through, up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. Staying in your down dog, great opportunity for a drink of water, or inhale it to high plank, toes or knees, crocodile. Press it through, up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. We meet back in down dog. Sit bones are reaching high. Have you gotten the bend out of those wrists? Have you made friends with your down dog? I hope so. And breathe. We shift our weight to our right foot. Left toes high. Exhale and sweep that left foot through between your hands. Back heel to the mat. We stand tall. Coming into our warrior 1. Back foot at about that 45-degree angle or thereabouts. Pelvis is facing front. This is a really active pose, challenging pose. Both mobility as well as flexibility as well as strength. Breathe. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. Square the pelvis, keep it square, and sink. Find your breath. Open those arms out to a T. Find a focal point out in front of you and slowly begin to shift your weight forward up onto the ball of the back foot. As you're ready, press up onto that left leg. Add a flex of your right foot and slowly begin to roll it open. Tummy and chest opening out to the side, reaching from fingertip to fingertip, pressing through that right heel. Core strong, again, finding that focal point, that drishti. Super helpful. A soft bend in that left knee, a giant step back, controlling it as best you can to your warrior 2. And if you need to adjust your feet, adjust. Finding your breath. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Rotate your palms to the ceiling. Circle that right arm up and over. Tap your right fingertips to your left palm. And then circle that right arm back up and over. And again, circle that right arm up and over. Tap the palm. And circle it back. That front palm stays facing the ceiling. One more time, take it up and over and tap it. This time that right arm's going to float down to that back leg. Sweep it up and back. Reverse warrior. Right hand sliding down that back leg, left fingertips reaching as far as you can. Turn your gaze towards your back heel. Little tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone. On your next exhale, straighten that left leg. Reach it even further back. Core is strong, we rise. Windmilling that right arm up and over. Placing that right hand to the inside of your left foot. If you need to adjust your feet at all, please do. We rotate and reach. Left arm high. We work to lengthen our spine. So there's this real tendency to kind of hollow out through that thoracic spine. It's almost like you're pressing your chest through just a little bit, extending and reaching out of that left shoulder. Breathe. Rotating that left palm towards the front, reach it up and over, arm right along the side of your face. You can close your eyes. What do you feel and where? And gently release that left hand to the outside of that left foot. We bend that front knee. Back heel comes off the mat into a runner's lunge. Keeping that core strong, feeling that nice stretch down the front of that right leg. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lift your hips, straighten that front leg, back heel down, square the pelvis, nose travels towards your knee. Inhale back to that runner's lunge. And exhale, lift your hips, straighten that front leg, front toes lift, back heel down, nose toward your knee. Inhale back to that runner's lunge. Let's bring that back knee to the mat. Untuck the toes, shift both hands to the inside of your foot. Just checking in. How's the groin? How's the hip flexors? How's the back? Keeping that core strong. If it feels good, come down onto your right forearm. Maybe your left. Let your head be heavy, lizard pose. We can stay on the sole of that left foot, knee pointing towards the ceiling, or you're welcome to let that knee roll open, rolling to the outer edge on that left side, pinky toe side edge of that left foot. All of these things are invitations. They are not anything that you have to do. Remember, this is playful. This is supposed to be fun, challenging. And you're like, is this really fun? I hope it is. And then slowly bring that knee back up, sole of the foot to the mat. We come back to the hands. One hand on either side of the foot. And as you exhale, press your bottom back. Straighten that front leg, front toes lift, square your pelvis, and draw your nose towards your knee. Feeling this in so many different places. Again, you can have your bottom kind of hovering, or you can slide it all the way back. Bottom to your heel. Just make sure that that right knee is happy, that all systems are go, and nothing's fighting against you. We want to just melt. Core strong, slowly lift that upper body just a little bit, bending that left knee. Hands are on either side of your foot. Tuck the back toes, press and lift that right leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up through the pelvis. Lift that leg. Adjust your hands wherever you need to so you've got some stability. Core strong. As you inhale, bend that left knee. Lower that right shin just behind that left ankle. Tight little ball. And then extend on that exhale. Reach those right fingertips high. Inhale, draw it in. Tight little tuck. We have 4 of these. Again, an invitation, you don't have to. You can hold that needle pose or you can just hold your forward fold. We'll meet you there in a sec. Perfect. Find your breath one more time. Draw it in and extend it out. And then just gently let that right leg float back down towards the ground to forward fold. And ever so slowly, ragdoll your way up. Stacking each vertebra one at a time. All the way up. Nice and tall. Roll those shoulders. And shoulders slide down and away. Let's make fists with our hands and place our hands on either side of the spine, right about hip height. And then we're going to draw those elbows towards one another. This should be a nice opening for your chest. Core strong. We're not necessarily arching our back. Breathe. Now press those fists into the hands and start to take your gaze up. If it feels good to you, lift your chest. Little arch in the back this time. We're supporting with those fists in the small of the back to standing camel pose. As far back as you want to go. Be nice to your body. Inhaling it up, nice and tall. Release your hands. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Toes or knees crocodile. Press it through, up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. Holding here, grabbing a sip, or one more half flow. Inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile. Press it through, up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. We shift our weight to our left foot. Right toes reach high. Exhale and sweep that right knee through, foot to the inside. We come to our pigeon pose. Now, what do we do if those knees don't like our pigeon pose? We're going to come over onto that right hip and draw that back leg in so you're in more of a letter Z, kind of like where we were at the beginning of class, where we did that pass through those needles. Thread the needles. Otherwise, we're up nice and tall. What if our back doesn't love pigeon? We're going to walk your hands out and come to sleeping pigeon, and we'll meet you there in just a second. If pigeon pose is feeling good, lifting the chest, not listing over onto the hip unless we need to take care of that knee. If it feels good to you, extend that left arm, reach it high. If you like, circle that left arm back, reaching down towards that left leg. Just opening the chest to the side. If you like, pull that back foot in, take a hold of it along the inside or the arch of your foot if you're able, and draw your heel in towards your bottom. And just breathe. This is all about being kind to your body, challenging yourself, playing, and having fun. If you're like, this is terrible, back off. Find a place where you can smile again. Gently releasing that foot, circling that left arm back up and over. Let's walk it forward to our sleeping pigeon. If you were in that letter Z, you're just going to come right over that right shin or knee. Just making sure that you're taking care of the knee. And breathe. Slow it down. If ever you feel like you need to adjust something, yeah, you have the freedom to do that. You are welcome to stay as long as you like. When you're ready, walk your hands back up. Hand on either side of the knee. Tuck the back toes. Lift your hips. Step it back to plank. Hold your plank. If you prefer, you can be in down dog or child's pose. Just taking a moment. Strong through the entire body. As you exhale, lift your hips. We come back to down dog whenever you're ready. And just alternate bending knees, walk it out. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Shift your weight to your right foot. Left toes reach high. Exhaling and sweeping that left knee through, foot to the inside. Pigeon. So maybe you didn't even realize that you needed to take care of a certain part of you today until you get to a certain place. Take care of yourself. Make the adjustments. If you need to come into sleeping pigeon right away, if you need to be on that left hip and pull that right foot in, make it happen. If you like, right arm extends up, reach it high. So what does that influence? That's a deeper stretch. Where do you feel it? Through the belly, through the hip flexor? If it feels good to you, turn and lower that right arm back. Can you touch your leg? If you're like, nope, not quite, that's okay. Breathe. If it feels good to you, draw that back foot in. Take a hold along the inside of your foot and gently pull your heel in toward your bottom. The more you pull it in, the more you're going to feel. Just make sure it feels good. Always checking in with your breath. If you're holding your breath, that's a sign you're a little too deep. Definitely, if there's anything on the pain radar, too deep. And then just gently release. Let that foot come back to the mat. Circle that right arm back up and over. And let's walk it forward into sleeping pigeon. And if you're already in sleeping pigeon, we will gratefully welcome. I tell you, this feels so good. And those hands are stacked if you like. Those arms are long if you prefer. Just find a place where you can really surrender into this pose and breathe. If you'd like to stay a little longer, yes, you can. When you're ready, walk your hands back, hand on either side of your knee. Tuck your back toes, lift, and step it back to plank. We hold our plank. You can be in child's pose, down dog, whatever you like. If you want to knock out some push-ups here, go for it. Breathe. Hands or forearms, knees or toes. Just focus on your breath. Lift out of those shoulders. If you're shaking, that's good. That means you're working hard. Working hard means we're getting stronger. As you exhale, lift your hips to down dog. One more down dog. We lift those sit bones high. We press the bottom of the tummy towards the top of the thighs. And just breathe. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. And we're going to shift our weight to our heels, and we're going to begin to bend those knees, lowering down. You can stop at any point, and then we're going to safely come down onto our bottom, however you need to get there. Hands are behind the thighs. We rock it back to our boat pose. Lifting the chest. You can have your hands behind your thighs for support, behind your back for support, or you're welcome to release your support. We're going to bring the palms to touch. Spread the fingers wide, not if you're supporting. If you're supporting, keep your hands where they are. This is only if you're letting go. And we're going to extend those legs wide to a V. And then we're going to bring the knees back together into a little tuck. Open wide and bring it back together. Keeping that chest lifted. Support with your hands as much as you need to. Wide and knees touch. Wide and knees touch. Wide and hold wide. And if it feels okay to you, lift your arms. Breathe. Lower the arms. Bend the knees. Bring them back to center. Pull the knees in towards the chest. Lift the chest. Place the feet about the hip width apart, about the width of your mat. Sit up nice and tall and just fold forward. Hands to the tops of your feet and stretch out that lower back. Nice work. Little tuck of the chin. Starting at your tailbone, ever so slowly, roll it up. One vertebra at a time. And let's extend one leg out. And then the other. Flex your feet, reach it high. And exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward, reach it out. Tummy down, chest down, hands, and then your nose. Evenly pressing through the ball of the foot on the big toe side, the ball of the foot, the pinky toe side. There's this real tendency for your foot to sickle in, just to ease that stretch for the hamstrings. Pretend like there's a wall at the sole of your foot, and your foot is against that wall. Now reach the crown of the head toward your toes, flattening out your back just a little bit. Now reach it out and hinge it up. Soften your feet, lower those arms to shoulder height, and ever so slowly, let's roll it back. One vertebra at a time. We pull that right knee in towards the chest, hands to the shin just below your knee. Pull it in, point and flex your foot, and roll your ankle. Now, if your lower back is kind of feeling a pull, or if it's uncomfortable, bend that left knee. Bring that foot in a little bit. Otherwise, keep that leg long. And as we rotate those through the ankle, both directions, just soften your foot. And then extend that right leg. Hands travel behind your leg and gently pull. Just a softness in your foot. Don't have to point, don't have to flex, but you certainly can. Play with it and see what that does. So when you point, you feel it through the top of the foot, through the front of the shin. When you flex, it starts at your toes. It can, and you can feel this great stretch through the sole of your foot and all the way down the back of the leg. And you're just pulling in as much as feels good to you. Now soften your foot, bend that right knee, right arm out to a T, left hand to the outside of the right knee, and just gently guide your knee across your body. And for that full rotation, keeping both shoulders down against the mat as best you can, and then turn and look out over that right arm. Close your eyes. You made it our final stretch. And then that beautiful time where we get to just breathe and assimilate everything we've done through our physical practice. Finding a place of peace, stillness, and calm. Releasing that left hand, rolling it back to center, extending that right leg, point your toes. Little external rotation through your hip. Reach out through those toes and slowly lower your leg down. Make that leg as long as you possibly can. And allow it to come to rest. And then we pull that left knee in. Hands to the shin, just below the knee. Pull it in nice and tight again. If you need to pull that right knee in, sole the foot to the mat. Yep, you sure can. So listen to your back, listen to the pelvis, hear your breath, feel your breath, and then point and flex your foot. Roll the ankle. Eyes can be open or closed. This time we spend on ourselves, never selfish. This is so that we can be the best self possible for the people that we are around, get that best version of ourselves. It's important to take time just for you. And then go ahead and soften your foot. Bring your hands behind your leg and extend that left leg. Now again, you can be soft with your foot. You can point. You can flex. You can play with it and just really feel how it feels on this side in comparison to the right. Because there's so many different places to feel this. Do you have more range on this side? Can you pull the leg in a little closer without having to bend your knee? Just take in all the little nuances and notice what your body's telling you. And then gently bend that left knee. Left arm out to a T, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and just gently pull your leg across. Turning and looking out over that left arm. Doing our best to keep that left shoulder blade from lifting. Another self-adjustment opportunity. I just felt my back crack. That was nice. It's kind of funny as we move through so many pops and cracks. As long as there's no pain or anything funky going on, once we get those cracks, that's a beautiful thing. Is really getting to know your body today, like right here, right now. So not your body of even yesterday, but meeting yourself here today. How do you feel today? Hopefully you're feeling a whole lot better than you were just a short time ago. Rolling it back to center. Extend that left leg. Point your toes. Little external rotation through your hip. And slowly lower your leg down. Reach out through those toes. Keep that core strong. And allow your leg to come to rest. Let's bring those hands down by our sides. Open the palms to the sky. We're going to lift the chest just slightly, rolling those shoulders underneath us just a little bit, and then relax the weight of your body to the earth. Just let it melt. And then a gentle tuck of your chin towards your chest, just a little bit. And then give yourself permission to make any fine-tuning adjustments that you might need. Get rid of the wiggles. If you're like, I can't quite find that perfect place on my back here, you're welcome to come onto your side, your tummy, or even up into a seated position. taking your time, making the adjustments, giving yourself permission to stop, to breathe, to really focus on your breath, encouraging and empowering that new positive energy to move through your body, your mind, your spirit freely. Our practice is a gift, this gift of movement, of mindful movement, of being present and letting go of the external world. Sometimes the craziness of our everyday life, things that we read about or see, can weigh heavy on us. This is an opportunity to let that go, to feel light, to feel carefree, to feel strong and healthy. Because as we carry that positive energy with us and we move through our life, we get to share that positive energy with the people around us. And my friend, the ripple effect is strong. For whatever you carry within you, that's what affects others. May you feel light more often than not. May you feel happy often. May you laugh a ton. May you share your life lessons, your wisdom, your humor, your love freely and openly. May you be accepting of people who may think differently of you and differently of the world. Finding peace within ourselves, first and foremost. Trusting of good intentions, of love. As we remain here quiet, calm, comfortable, let your breath guide you to a deeper space, deep within your mind's eye. Sharing with you today's affirmation. If it speaks to you, hold on to it. Otherwise, just let it float on by and focus on your breath. I embrace curiosity as a catalyst for growth and discovery. Every question I ask opens doors to understanding and self-awareness. Today, I pursue knowledge with excitement and wonder. As you're ready, the breath deepens. We feel the weight of our body against the floor once again. We feel the love and the energy flowing through us and from us. May there be a smile on your face, and I hope it stays all day. As you're ready, however you wish, we're going to come up to a seated position that feels good. Rest your hands wherever you like. Close your eyes and take big, deep cleansing breaths. With a grateful heart and hopefully a smile on your face, I send you out into the rest of your day to go be your awesome self and to do wonderful things, to share the love and kindness, and to always take care of yourself. Gently open your eyes, take a big breath in, reach it high. And exhale, pull those hands to heart center. Thank you so much for being here. Take care of yourself. Always, it's an honor and a privilege, and it's just means the world to have you with me. So thank you. Until the next time, namaste.